Hey everybody, welcome to JK Next Garage. Glad to have you back. I know it's been a while. Summer stuff, you know how it goes. But anyways, hope everybody had a great 4th of July and a safe one. So here we are back on the Bird. So today we are going to get prepped for the dash and dash pan that got to go in here. I want to get those put in before we set the doors on there, so I'm not crawling around the doors and stuff like that. Just one little thing that we got to get done. And I'll bring you around for that. We did some on the outside here, on the outer cowl, and on the inside. Well, actually quite a bit on the inside, you'll see that. But anyways, and a couple other things in the back here. So, all right, let's get to it. All right, so I know it's been a while, and yeah, still got some stuff in the garage I got to get out of here. But anyways, so our game plan here is going to be to scuff up this front firewall here. I've already scuffed up the underside of the dash there, so, and get that all painted and prepped and ready to go. One of the other things is the back here. You can see there's still a bunch of fabric or foam and stuff like that. I just got to wire wheel all that, get that prepped, cleaned up a little bit. And the other thing here is we need to get this upper cowl area ready for the dash to go in, because we're going to put the dash in before we put the doors on. So we'll start with that. And the one thing that I'm doing right now is, I don't know if you can see these little marks here, but bring the camera around this way, is right inside the seam. I'm using a hammer and a little awl here, and I'll show you what I'm talking about, to close that up as much as I can before I seam seal it, because I want to pack that seam sealer in there so that we don't get any leaks or anything like that later. So let me set up the camera and I'll show you. I'm doing a little bit over on this side over here, so I'll show you what I got going on. Okay, so as you can see, it sticks up a little bit right up in here. You see these little spots where it sticks up. That's from welding. I should have done this when I was welding, is once you weld and it's hot, it's easy to just pound that flat. So I didn't know that back then. So now I am trying to get it all nice and tucked in, nice and tight like this here. And I'll show you what I'm using. Is I'm just using my hammer and just a little awl. I love this thing because it really bends the metal in a small area where you need it. I use it this side against the metal sometimes. Sometimes I use the bigger side against the metal. So that's what I'm using. So now I'll set up the camera and I'll show you how I'm doing it. Okay, so I got it zoomed in there a little bit, and I'm gonna just try and knock this down here, these couple little humps here, just to kind of show you how it's going. So get this one right here too. There's one like right here. All right, well, as you can see, it tightened it up pretty good right in through here. You can see how nice and tight it is. That weld is just a little bit close to that, so it's not coming down. But you can see, I'm just pounding it a little bit, and it's tightening it up real nice. So anyways, that's what I'm gonna do. I gotta finish doing just right in the middle there. So, okay, so dash is all done up on the top side there, where it's gonna be underneath the dash pan. While I've got my hammer and little awl out, I'm just going to tighten up these on both sides, those little gaps there. And then I'm going to wire wheel this. I'm going to get all the paint off of it. Originally on the under cowl, I did spray it with epoxy primer. So I am going to just recoat this with a spray can epoxy. And then I'm also going to prep this area here where I'm going to be welding down the dash pan. So I'll get that all prepped. I don't need to bring you along for how I'm doing it. So I'll get this prepped up and we'll come back. Okay, so I'm all set with seam sealing this little joint right up in here. This is where the dash pan is gonna sit and get welded. So I gotta get this all seam sealed in here. And what I'm using is this seam sealer right here. It's just a high-tech seam sealer. I used it before in the cowl shoulders, where the lower cowl here meets the cowl shoulder. This is white. Like I said back when I did the seam sealing inside here, I ordered black, but it came white and I just painted it, and it paints really good and I'm happy with it. I'm gonna use it up in here, and I'm also going to then probably just spray it with a little bit of that satin black spray paint that I used on the inside in here. So anyways, just another tip I got from my buddy Mike over at Lake and Lodge Garage. Before I put the dash in, he's had a great idea that he reached out to me and told me about, and it's something that I should do, and I'm going to, is seam seal inside here. Seam seal that whole joint in there, and anything else that needs to be seam sealed inside the cowl area, cowl shoulder area, I should say. This all gets seam sealed out here on the outer cowl shoulder, but if you've been with me since the beginning, my first welding part of this was to repair all this right here. It was all rusted away. It's typical on these vehicles that water runs down the cowl, gets on the back side here, and just sits right in that seam that I just showed you on the inside. So great tip from Mike. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate that. Please, you want to see a great 67 resto mod, check out Mike's channel at Lake and Lodge Garage. That thing is super sweet. All right, well, get you in here, show you what I ran into. I was just going to Scotch-Brite and scuff up this firewall here, about down to here, so I can get the dash put in and not have to get back up there again. So, and then this is what I ran into. Underneath the EDP coating is surface rust. Right there, right there. So I started wire wheeling a little bit, and it just flakes all right off of there. There's some spots up in here and here. So my solution is, now what I thought was going to only take me probably about a half hour is now going to take me a little bit longer, because I'm going to strip all this EDP coating off of this firewall, get it cleaned up, mitigate the rust as much as possible. Hopefully I can just wire wheel it off of there and then scuff it and put some just some spray can epoxy primer on there and go from there, just to seal it up, keep it from rusting anymore. I don't want this festering through that EDP coating anymore, or anything that I finished coating this entire floor with. So anyways, that's what I run into. Hopefully you don't. This is a Dynacorn, if I didn't say that already, firewall. So, oh well. Yeah, I know this might be a little bit of overkill, but it is what it is. I know it's the inside of the car and doesn't have to be perfect, and it's not going to see the weather or anything like that, but I just don't want it festering underneath there, because, I don't know, maybe someday my grandson will have this car, and I don't want him cussing me up and down because he's got rust coming through. So, okay, got it all wire wheeled, got all the paint off it, all the EDP coating, all the rust was just basically surface rust, which is good. There was a little bit of pitting right in here, so I had to get a little aggressive with it there, but that's okay, it all came out. Now I'm gonna Scotch-Brite it, just make sure that the epoxy is gonna adhere to the metal there. And yeah, this is just some of the stuff I used here. I use a face shield, dust mask. This stuff, you can see all the dust right there. It's pretty dusty, and it goes all over the place. And these are the wire wheels I used. Just a bunch of different random ones to get into these nooks and crannies, especially over on this side. And so one thing, I do wear glasses. I don't want to speed up me going blind anytime soon because I got a lot of stuff I want to see, but you got to really be careful. These little shards that come off of these little wire strands that come off of the wire wheels here, man, you don't want to get one of those in your eyes. So I use a face shield. I mean, you do you, but I got a lot of stuff I want to see yet in this lifetime. So yeah, so I'm gonna finish prepping this up and get it cleaned up and get it coated. All right, well, got it all coated with epoxy primer. Roger over at Mr. Fireman, he'd be proud, wouldn't he? That guy won't have any rust in that Camaro he's building. That thing won't rust out for 150 years, but that's his car, his deal. Same here. My car, my deal. This is what we do. You do what you want to do with your car. Anyways, so this is what I used. I just used some spray epoxy primer from Eastwood. Obviously my mask, because that stuff's pretty stinky. Some goggles, and I wiped it down with some alcohol and microfiber rags until it was completely clean. Now I'm going to go back and I'm going to coat this underside here of the cowl with some of this right here, some Ace Hardware Rust Stop Indoor Outdoor. I'm just doing a black satin. I did the underside of the dash pan here. Turned out amazing. Louis from First Generation Garage turned me on to this. He uses it. It is a direct to metal, so if you do have any metal showing, it will coat that, and it's good for that. So thanks, Louis. Go ahead, check him out at First Generation Garage. He does these Firebirds one right after another, kind of like Jonathan over at Vinyl Village Garage. So anyways, a lot of good tips and tricks those guys have. Anyways, so we're gonna let this dry, finish drying, and then we'll get to coating it. So, okay, under the dash is coated. I only went to like right about here, so I know I'm gonna be doing some touch up and stuff later, because once you get the console in and you get the brake pedals and everything scuffing up on that, I just wanted to make sure that up inside here, as much as possible, there was some spots up on the upper, or actually it'd be the lower cowl, up in here that were scraped up and were showing some metal and stuff like that. So I just wanted to get everything cleaned up and ready to go so that I didn't have to get back in there later. So anyways, I know this is probably overkill and to some people, but to me, it's just the way I want to do it. So anyways, all right, let's get to what we need to do to seam seal. Okay, so upper is all seam sealed. I don't know, you can see I pressed that seam sealer into that joint as best as I could. Yeah, it's not pretty. Doesn't have to be. It's all going to be covered by the dash. So I masked off a little bit so I wouldn't get it all over the place, but well, I still got it all over the place. Anyway, all right, let's get to the cowl. All right, seam sealed inside the cowl. Let's see, I can't get in there very good, but anyways, that one's done. And the one over there is done. Yeah, so we'll let these dry and then put a little coat of paint on them, make them look all pretty and everything. And okay, all prepped, painted. Should not be getting any leaks through there. The inner cowls, all done. Just put a little coat of paint on those in there. Can't really see in that one, but anyways, it is. All right, so next thing was getting this right here all re-welded, put back together. Did that. Just got a little primer on there right now, keep it from rusting. And then this whole upper section here, man, that was kind of a pain in the butt. All that backing or insulation or whatever that was stuck to it. I actually had to take a flapper disc and had to get that ground down to bare metal so I could treat the little pitting, because that fiber backing or insulation or whatever just pitted that something terrible, but it turned out all right now. So all right, so well, that's going to kind of wrap it up here. I'm not going to do anything over here on the insides on there until I get some like a gallon of epoxy primer that I'm gonna look for. We got to car show swap meet coming up this weekend, and I try to get the stuff there so I don't have to pay for shipping. So that'll save me a little money. But yeah, I think our next step is going to be putting in this dash, but that'll be probably the next video. So, all right. Well, no, it's been a while, and I appreciate you coming back to watch. And I know it's really not that big a deal, all this prep work and everything, but it's just stuff that I got to do to. I don't want to mess around with getting underneath the dash to put the seam sealer in and all that kind of stuff. So, anyways, next thing will be the dash in this, and then probably some reference points back here on the quarter panels because I got to get those before I actually start cutting some of that quarter panel out to get the wheelhouses out. So anyway, just a little look ahead, a little update on what we're doing. I know this isn't for everybody, you know, redoing the whole inside of the firewall and underneath the dash. I mean, whatever. It's just what I do. So our car, our project, that's what we do. So you do you. And as always, thanks for coming along, and we'll see you on the next one.